Which household objects increase cancer risk? Certain household objects and substances can potentially increase cancer risk, particularly if they contain chemicals or compounds that are carcinogenic, cancer-causing. Here are some common household items that may pose such risks. 1. Cleaning products. Cleaning products are commonly used in households but can contain chemicals that pose health risks, including an increased risk of cancer. Many of these chemicals are inhaled, absorbed through the skin, or left behind as residue on surfaces. Here's a breakdown of specific harmful chemicals in cleaning products and how they may increase cancer risk. Harmful chemicals in cleaning products. Volatile organic compounds, VOCs. What are they? VOCs are chemicals that easily evaporate into the air, contributing to indoor air pollution. They are found in many cleaning products like disinfectants, glass cleaners, and air fresheners. Cancer risk. Prolonged exposure to VOCs like benzene, formaldehyde, and chloroform has been linked to an increased risk of cancers such as leukemia and nasopharyngeal cancer. Examples: aerosol sprays, cleaning wipes, and room deodorizer. Alternative: use VOC-free or low VOC products. Opt for natural cleaning alternatives such as vinegar and baking soda. Ammonia. What is it? Ammonia is commonly found in glass cleaners and polishing agents. It's a powerful cleaning agent but can be harmful if inhaled in high concentrations. Cancer risk. While ammonia itself is not a known carcinogen, it can irritate the lungs and make people more vulnerable to other carcinogenic chemicals, especially if mixed with bleach, which produces toxic chloramine fumes. Examples: glass cleaners, multi-surface cleaners, and metal polishes. Alternative: use vinegar-based solutions for cleaning windows and surfaces. Risk. Many cleaning products contain chemicals like ammonia, bleach, formaldehyde, and volatile organic compounds, VOCs. Prolonged exposure to these chemicals, especially without proper ventilation, has been linked to respiratory issues and an increased risk of cancer. Examples: air fresheners, oven cleaners, and some multipurpose cleaners. Recommendation: use natural or eco-friendly cleaning alternatives and ensure proper ventilation when using conventional products. 2. Non-stick cookware, Teflon. Non-stick cookware, especially the type made with Teflon or similar coatings, has raised health concerns due to the chemicals used in its production. The primary concern involves perfluorooctanoic acid, PFOA, and polytetrafluoroethylene, PTFE, which are linked to cancer risks and other health problems when exposed to high heat or over time. Here's a detailed look at how non-stick cookware can potentially increase cancer risk and ways to minimize exposure. Chemicals of concern in non-stick cookware. Cancer risk. PFOA has been classified as a likely carcinogen by the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. Long-term exposure has been linked to cancers such as kidney cancer, testicular cancer, and thyroid disease. PFOA also remains in the environment for long periods, leading to bioaccumulation in wildlife and humans. Current status: as of 2015, PFOA has been mostly phased out by major manufacturers under the PFOA Stewardship Program. However, older cookware may still contain PFOA, and lower levels of other related compounds may still be present in newer products, polytetrafluoroethylene, PTFE. What is it? PTFE is the main component of non-stick coatings like Teflon. It is generally considered safe at low temperatures but can degrade when exposed to high heat, above 500 degrees Fahrenheit or 260 degrees Celsius. Health risks: when overheated, PTFE coatings can break down and release toxic fumes. Inhalation of these fumes can cause a condition known as polymer fume fever, which causes flu-like symptoms in humans and is potentially lethal to birds. Long-term exposure to PTFE fumes has not been conclusively linked to cancer in humans, but there are concerns about the safety of prolonged use at high temperatures. Examples: non-stick frying pans, griddles, and bakeware coated with PTFE. How non-stick cookware increases cancer risk. Overheating risks. Non-stick pans that are heated above 500 degrees Fahrenheit 260 degrees Celsius can release harmful chemicals into the air. While brief exposure may only cause flu-like symptoms, long-term or high-level exposure may increase the risk of cancer, especially in environments where fumes accumulate. Scratches and wear. Scratched or damaged non-stick pans may release more of the coating into food, potentially leading to greater exposure to harmful chemicals, especially if the cookware is old or was manufactured before the phase-out of PFOA.3. Plastic containers, BPA and phthalates. 3. Air fresheners and scented candles. Air fresheners and scented candles are common in many homes to create pleasant aromas, but they can introduce chemicals into the air that may increase health risks, including cancer. Many of these products contain volatile organic compounds, VOCs, phthalates, and other chemicals that may have carcinogenic effects. Here's a detailed look at how air fresheners and scented candles can increase cancer risk and how to reduce exposure to harmful substances. Chemicals of concern in air fresheners and scented candles. Volatile organic compounds, VOCs. What are they? VOCs are a group of chemicals that easily evaporate into the air at room temperature. They are commonly found in air fresheners, scented candles, and cleaning products. Cancer risk. Long-term exposure to certain VOCs like formaldehyde, benzene, and toluene has been linked to cancers such as leukemia, nasopharyngeal cancer, and lung cancer. These compounds can also exacerbate respiratory issues and contribute to indoor air pollution. Examples: aerosol sprays, plug-in air fresheners, and wax-based candles. Alternative: opt for natural air fresheners like essential oils or use baking soda to neutralize odors. How air fresheners and scented candles increase cancer risk. Synthetic fragrances. Many air fresheners and scented candles contain synthetic fragrances that release a mix of VOCs, including formaldehyde, benzene, and phthalates, which have been linked to cancer and other health problems. Burning paraffin wax. Paraffin wax, which is petroleum-based, is commonly used in scented candles. When burned, it releases harmful chemicals such as benzene and toluene into the air. These chemicals are known to increase the risk of developing cancers like leukemia. Indoor air pollution. Using air fresheners and scented candles in enclosed, poorly ventilated spaces can cause toxic chemicals to accumulate, leading to chronic exposure. Over time, inhaling these chemicals can increase cancer risk, particularly for those who spend long periods indoors. Greenwashing. Many products labeled as natural or eco-friendly may still contain harmful synthetic chemicals, so it's essential to check the ingredient list carefully. 4. Radon gas. Risk. Radon is a naturally occurring radioactive gas that can seep into homes through cracks in the foundation. It is odorless and colorless, and long-term exposure can increase the risk of lung cancer. Radon exposure is the second leading cause of lung cancer after smoking. Recommendation: test your home for radon, especially if you live in an area where radon exposure is common. Ventilation and radon mitigation systems can reduce levels in your home. 5. Asbestos. Risk. Asbestos is a group of minerals once commonly used in construction materials like insulation, floor tiles, and roofing. When asbestos fibers become airborne and are inhaled, they can cause serious lung diseases, including mesothelioma and lung cancer. Examples: older homes may have asbestos in insulation, ceiling tiles, or pipes. Recommendation: if your home was built before the 1980s, consult professionals to check for asbestos before doing renovations or repairs. 6. Talcum powder. Risk: some talcum powders, especially those contaminated with asbestos, have been linked to an increased risk of ovarian cancer and mesothelioma. Although modern talcum powders are asbestos-free, concerns about the safety of talc itself persist. Examples: baby powder and cosmetic products containing talc. Recommendation: use talc-free powders or natural alternatives like cornstarch. 7. Pesticides and herbicides. Risk: certain pesticides and herbicides, including glyphosate, the active ingredient in many weed killers, have been classified as possible carcinogens. Long-term exposure can increase the risk of cancers such as non-Hodgkin lymphoma. Examples: lawn care products, insecticides, and weed killers. Recommendation: limit the use of chemical pesticides and herbicides, and opt for organic or natural alternatives. 8. Flame retardants. Risk: flame retardants like polybrominated diphenyl ethers, PBDEs, are often found in furniture, electronics, and textiles. Some flame retardants have been linked to cancer and developmental issues, as they can disrupt hormones and accumulate in the body over time.